Hello, welcome to Astronautics for Exploits. This is Dr. Anyashola Ogundele. Space tow truck and its emerging companies, a multi-billion-dollar endeavor for spacecraft repair and sending to the graveyard orbit. The focus points are as follows: space tow truck spacecraft and space tow truck emerging companies. The space tow truck, an endeavor to clean up the highly trafficked region of the Earth's orbit and remove defunct satellites, is receiving tremendous attention and investment because of the proliferation of the satellite in Earth's orbit and the space debris becoming a big issue. The higher the space exploration rates, the higher the generated space debris. Research findings show that millions of space junk, such as spent rocket stages, dead satellites, are abandoned in space and are of great threat to the functioning satellites and trillions of dollars investment in various space infrastructure. Over the years, various proposals of space truck had been put forward and implemented by space companies such as NORTHROP GRUMMAN, ClearSpace, Blue Origin, Impulse Space, Vective Space, and a host of others. Several space tow truck ideas and concepts had been floated. ClearSpace 1. The ClearSpace company's concept is an unmanned tow truck spacecraft designed to target part of an ESA rocket that has been floating about 435 miles above Earth since 2013. Northrop Grumman Space Logistics is developing a fleet of space tow trucks to help other companies' satellites live in orbit around Earth a bit longer. It is through its Mission Extension Vehicle 1, it essentially acts as a tow truck, was successfully launched into orbit and demonstrated the realization and the reality of space tow truck. Blue Origin, Impulse Space, and a host of others are researching and developing space tow truck spacecraft that will help to move payload after being blasted into the space. Space tow truck spacecraft. Presently, various government space agencies and private space companies are developing space tow truck spacecraft that will help to clean up Earth's orbit and remove defunct satellites from around the planet. The investment in the space tow truck is based on the increase in space junk, which serve as threat to the active spacecraft in orbit. Artist impression of space tow truck designed to remove dead satellites from Earth's orbit is shown in this picture. Space tow truck emerging companies. Examples of different space tow truck drivers and emerging companies are NORTHROP GRUMMAN, ClearSpace, Blue Origin, Impulse Space, Naval Research Laboratory Concepts, and the Vective Space. ClearSpace Company is developing space tow truck to remove dead satellites from Earth's orbit. European Space Agency selected ClearSpace for the job of tidying up the planet's congested orbit, with the first mission expected to be launched in 2025. ClearSpace 1, which will grab the debris with robotic arms before flying back to Earth for a fiery demise in Earth's atmosphere, is shown in this picture. ClearSpace 1 is an unmanned tow truck spacecraft specifically designed to target part of an ESA rocket that has been flying and floating about 435 miles above the Earth since 2013. The tow truck is designed in such a way that the robotic arms on the spacecraft will grab the defunct rocket segment and retract, ensuring it doesn't lose its grasp. After capturing the space debris, the tow truck will then fire its engine and head back towards the Earth, causing both ClearSpace 1 and the rocket to burn up in the atmosphere. The picture here shows after capturing the space debris, the tow truck fires its engine and head back to the Earth. Northrop Grumman Space Logistics is developing a fleet of space tow trucks to help other companies' satellites live longer in space. Its mission MV1 is to act as a space tow truck, and it was successfully launched. An image taken of Intelsat IS-901 satellite is shown in this picture. MEV-1 spaceship docked with an Intelsat telecommunications satellite. It continued to provide guidance and propulsion functions to keep the satellite in service through 2025, then tuck the satellite into a decaying orbit where it will burn up in Earth's atmosphere. The MV2 duplicated MV1 feat when it docked with the second Intelsat satellite for a 5-year mission. MV1 docking with Intelsat 901 is shown in this picture. Both MV1 and MV2 are capable of docking with and supporting multiple satellites over their lifetime, collecting revenue for each year of service they add until the MEV's own fuel runs out. NORTHROP GRUMMAN is improving its space tow truck capability in 2 ways: in-orbit satellite repair and point-to-point delivery of replacement engines. Illustration of NORTHROP GRUMMAN in space servicing is shown in this picture. NASA Research Labs Center for Space Technology has achieved a key milestone towards the development of autonomous servicing of unneeded spacecraft, a space tow truck technology for satellite operations. It has developed, tested, and demonstrated on the Earth guidance and control algorithms to allow a robotic servicing vehicle to autonomously rendezvous and dock with customer satellites not pre-designed for docking. Illustration of in-orbit servicing mission is shown in this picture. The space tow truck accomplishments are as follows: robotic control algorithms capable of operating reliably within a realistic spaceflight processing environment and flight traceable. Simulation of a realistic geostationary communication satellite with no visual aids or docking aids grappled reliably in realistic on-orbit lighting conditions, and full autonomy with no human in-the-loop assistance. The picture here shows the design that will leverage a satellite platform to add fuel and extend the life of in-orbit assets. The DARPA NR team is advancing the state-of-the-art in-space autonomous rendezvous and grappling, offering tow truck service to nearly every satellite currently or soon to be in space. The space tow truck service offers potential for satellites to operate longer, to be serviced if they are in an inoperable orbit, to be transferred to a new orbital position if they are unable to make that transit on their own. Orbit 5 refuel satellite is shown in this picture. Effective Space is another space tow truck emerging company. It develops a small spacecraft that provides satellite operators with life extension and end-of-life services, such as station keeping, orbit correction, and relocation and deorbiting. The company operates the Space Drone spacecraft, which weigh less than 400 kilograms and can dock on almost all communication satellites currently in orbit. Once docked on a old satellite, the spacecraft provides maintenance that could extend the life of the satellites by several years. An illustration of Effective Space drone is shown in this picture. Effective Space offers tow truck satellite services. It signed a multi-year contract to provide life-extending maintenance to satellites. The technology provided by Effective Space, it enables satellite owners to maximize the lifespan of their hardware and run expensive fuel resources to zero before decommissioning. Illustration of astroscale in-space refueling services is shown in this picture. Impulse Space is developing in-space transportation services for satellites that fly to low Earth orbit. They need to reach other orbits. Impulse Space designs and manufactures orbital transport vehicles, sometimes called space tugs, to move satellites and payloads throughout space. Both Boeing and Impulse Space are developing tow truck spacecraft. Concept illustration for a low Earth orbit depot and reusable space tug is shown in this picture. For more information, contact Astronautics for Export. You've been watching and listening to Space Tow Truck and its emerging company's presentation, a multi-billion-dollar endeavor for spacecraft repair and sending to the graveyard orbit, presented by Dr. Ayoshola Ogundele, with the focus point Space Tow Truck spacecraft and Space Tow Truck emerging companies. Thank you.